Back to our lead story now. Johannesburg Mayor Jolidee Matongo has been laid to rest this afternoon. Our reporter Manqoba Mchunu was at the funeral and he joins us now live. Manqoba, earlier on we did hear from the person who delivered the message from Matongo's wife, Gidiboni. You were there at the funeral. How was she looking to you, her demeanor?
Well, quite devastated, Masiko. In fact, we heard Gidiboni Matongo crying a couple of times when she listened to the speeches that were presented here. So it's still very much surreal and very much shocking to the family of Jolidee Matongo, of course, who have been hard hit by his death, who say that they're really still, baffled by the way that that accident happened and the fact that, a man who just took over the top position, the first city of the Johannesburg, city has died. So I think for the family, today was a moment where they really came to terms with the fact that they're not going to see Jolidee Matongo again. We heard sentiments from his sons, we heard sentiments from his wife saying that, they really miss the person that he was, the jolly good person that he was, a kind person, a loving person, but somebody who really cared for his family. So those are some of the sentiments that we've been hearing from family members. I'm just going to step out of shot with people so that you can see what's happening here behind. Of course, we are seeing that funeral procession now making its way to the West Park Cemetery, and the coffin of the late mayor is being hoisted and carried by the fire engine from the City of Department. There was an honor to the mayor earlier on by the city as well as government, as of course he was the first citizen here in the city of Johannesburg. We saw his coffin being draped with the South African flag, and also very many tributes from his comrades and also some of the leaders within the party who also expressed their sense of loss and sadness, and certainly saying that his loss was really, really devastating and that it was really not expected.
Now, we heard from quite a lot of people throughout the course of the week, Manqoba, particularly within the ANC's ranks. And today, again, we heard from the Treasurer General, Paul Mashatile. What did he say?
Well, he had praises only for Jolidee Matongo. In fact, praising the kind of leader he was, saying that Jolidee Matongo was a leader, a selfless leader, somebody who wanted to see service delivery being, heightened in the city. This was a man who really took the job on, the man who hit the ground running to ensure that the citizens of Johannesburg do get better service delivery. Of course, we did also hear from the Premier, David Makhura, expressing similar sentiments. And many of the ANC leaders, both provincially and regionally, also expressing their sense of loss and the sense of dedication that Jolidee Matongo really had to serving the people. And in fact, one of the speakers, I remember, Masiko, said that, the people in the ANC, that was a sister of Jolidee Matongo, the people in the ANC need to learn from Jolidee Matongo not to take positions or titles into their heads, but to stay humble all the time. But take a listen, Masiko, to what Paul Mashatile had to say in remembrance of Jolidee Matongo.
He served wholeheartedly. He put the interests of the people first. He exhibited some of the finest qualities required by our movement. We counted him amongst the finest within our ranks. In him we saw a bright future for our country and our movement. We are proud to say that Comrade Jolie was a product of the Congress movement. Like many in his generation, he was a child of the movement. He grew up within the movement.
All right, that was our reporter Manqoba Mchunu live for us from Johannesburg.